welcome to the channel. It's the Spiritual Warrior UK. If you're new to the channel, then welcome. Thank you for joining me. Please like, comment, share, give us a thumbs up. It is you that keeps the channel going. So I thought I would look at a pick a pile today for the Lionsgate, which we have on Sunday. It's been a really, I can't get my smudge to burn. It's been a really weird week this week. There's lots of light codes coming down in at the moment, and yesterday I was just absolutely floored. I feel much better today. I feel like it's passed, for me anyhow. So yeah, sometimes I do things a little bit before the collective, but certainly I know a lot of people are feeling these energies. I just get fatigued. That's all I get with the light codes when they come in. But yeah, I literally might as well have just stayed in bed all day yesterday because I just couldn't function at all. It was very, very strange. So so just to remind you that this is a general collective reading. As I'm talking, you can look at the cards. Let me bring them up for you. This is pile A. So we're looking at the strength card on each of these tarots. I have pulled pile B. And we've got pile C. I just take that down a little bit. So pile A, pile B and pile C. I have drawn a few oracle cards, but we're also going to do tarot. So just remember, this is a general collective reading. Only take what resonates. If it's not what's going on for you, then it is not what's going on for you. It's really important that you use tarot as just a confirmation of what it is that you already know. Especially my tarot, you know, that is the point of it. It's not there to make decisions for you. It is just there to stimulate what's inside, what you already know, but just what you're not trusting or what your guides are giving to you that you are not able to connect the messages. So if you feel that this is not your reading, then it's not your reading. If you are interested in having a personal reading for me, then all my offerings are at thespiritualwarrior.uk. I'm on Instagram and Facebook every day. I've got a Facebook page and a Facebook group. It's the Spiritual Warrior, and one's the Spiritual Warrior UK. Different things going on there. One's more general and one is more sacred connection. So we're just going to see where this goes. This isn't necessarily about connection, romantic connection, sacred connection. This is just more wherever it's going to take us. So just give you a few more minutes. Pile A, pile B and pile C. Okay. So if you picked pile A, then this is your reading. So let's have a look and see what we've got. Okay, joy and delight, open your heart. We've got power. You and your loved ones are safe. The new moon in Cancer, clean it out. Now this has been coming in a lot of readings, this one. Very interesting, clean it out. And I have this in my hand and I put it back. I'm going to keep it. King of Swords. I feel for you, pile A, that there has been an element of very much cleaning out the old. It almost feels like that there's been like a massive, I went to say cleansing, and culling came up. I feel like in many aspects of your life, so it could feel like there has been a lot of old friends that have disappeared. And I feel like quite close friends, actually, that either have difference of opinions or fallen out over the current state of what's going on, or there just feels that there's just been a lot of kind of separation. I feel there's a lot of light coming in for you. I feel like the reason for this separation is so that you could have spent some time on your own, and that's whether that is with a whether it's a friendship circle or whether it is with a divine counterpart. I feel like this was a time very much for you to gather in your strength, gather in your energy, and anchor in your power. It's a really interesting way that they're giving it to me. Very much being drawn to this, and as I go to this card, every time I look up, I get this beam of light just kind of hits me in the face. It's quite early here in the UK, and the sun is rising. I feel that there has been a lot more strength and power coming to you. I feel like it's been, now they're saying to me the last 5 years has been quite a challenge, so just take that as that resonates. It's not going to be for everybody, but quite clearly a 5 coming in. Or also it could be that 5 is all about change and conflict. So I feel like the challenges over the last couple of years have been difficult. I feel like it's been you know, moments where it's like, I don't think I can go on. And when I say that, I feel like this real heaviness in my heart, and I feel like it's been a challenging time for you, Part A. So I'm sending out lots of love and light to you at this moment in time. I feel like you have been cleaning it up, though. I feel like you have, it's almost like they're showing me like you just rolled up your sleeves and got on with it. It's like, it's a really interesting imagery. It's like, you know, the I don't know, there's like an old war picture where there's a woman with it, she's got like a headscarf on and she's got her sleeves rolled up and she's sort of flexing her muscle. That's what they're showing me, is that this is what you've been doing. You've just like, right, bring it on, I'm going to do this. And don't think for 1 minute that I don't feel that this has been difficult, because I see you on your knees at many points like, God, what else can you chuck at me? Literally, I meant to say, oh my God, as in a saying, but it was, well, how it came out was, God, what else can you chuck at me? And I felt that that was very poignant. I feel like that's almost like the conversation in prayer, in frustration, in, you know, really, I feel like you have been tested to the very depths of your soul, is what they're saying. Okay, can you give me some tarot, please, on our Part A's? What's the Lion's Gate going to bring in for them, please, Spirit? What's the Lion's Gate going to bring in for them? Thank you. It's very interesting because the King and the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles have also been coming up a lot. Oh, okay, this is interesting. One more. Three Majors here. For me, when this came out, the King, the Queen, the Page, almost what's missing is the Knight, and what's missing is the Knight of Cups. And I feel that that's what you feel is missing in your life. I feel like romance. If you're currently in a relationship, I feel like you feel like the romance is missing. If you are looking for a connection with somebody, a partnership to come in, I feel like there's almost like a gap, there's a space. Where is my Knight? Where is my Knight of Cups? And the Knight of Cups is someone that is very passionate and romantic and kind of coming in and sweeping you off your feet. And I feel like that's kind of what you want. You are a romantic person. You do want that kind of fairy tale. You do want somebody to do some lovely things for you. Not that you don't do lovely things for yourself, but I feel that that's really important. I feel like that is something that just, you feel like how a connection should be. And there is a lot of you that doesn't want to settle for anything less, and there is a lot of you that is questioning your current relationship. You know, what's happened? It feels like the light has gone out a little bit with this Hermit card. But also what I am getting is that there is a balancing out. You see, we've got the swords, we've got the pentacles, we've got the rods, which is the wands. So I feel like the grounding in, the communication, the passion all had to come together before almost like the love could be sorted. I feel like, so again, if you're with somebody, I feel like it's that kind of self-love as well, for both parties, because I feel, you know, we are so within, so without. But it's almost like there was, you had to do this in stages, is what they're giving it to me. It's like the passion had to be ignited. The passion had to be with all these challenges coming up. It's like rolling up the sleeves, right? Bring it on. That's my passion. I can do this. It might take me a while, but I can overcome every obstacle that you give me, because I've got the power and I've got the strength, and I'm cleaning up my act and I'm working for my heart space. I want joy in my life. And with joy, I want financial stability. I want success, but also in all aspects of my life. What I love about this deck, and I did a reading, this could have been a personal reading, it could have been one that I put out, and it was exactly the same cards, because it was the tree leaves that were coming out on all of them. And I feel like for you, this is very much the same. It's like the blossoming, it's like the starting of something new. It's like you've taken on your power, you're coming out of the dark and going into the light. And as I said to you, every time I was sort of looking up this power card, I got this beam of sunlight coming into my third eye, is what they've just said. I feel like the world is now what's that, circulating. It's like, it doesn't really make sense. It's like the world is circulating with you. It's like I feel like what they're trying to say is like you're not working against everything, whereas before it felt like you were sort of like walking through mud. God, I feel like I can't speak. It feels like things are starting to go in your favor. It feels like you've got all the elements working with you. I feel like there's a lot of spirit animals around you at the moment. I feel like they're almost protecting you, holding you. I don't know when you're out that you see a lot of the same animal, like in the same place. It's almost like a bird, and it's like you walk a path or something, is what they're showing me. And it's almost like you pass the gate and this bird is there, or this butterfly comes. There's something about the synchronicity of an animal that's around you. They're also showing me crows flying. I'm just getting hot. So I feel like there's a lot of spirit guides, spirit animals around you at the moment. Pay attention to what you're seeing, is what they're saying. I feel like it's your team guiding you, it's your team leading you in the right direction. Everything you're doing, everything you're cleaning up is right for you. It's like there is being a huge shift in strength, in your personal power, how you go about your life, how you show yourself to the world. I feel like there is a elegance, there is a serenity, is almost the word that they're giving me, in how you go about. I feel like it's really interesting, is they're showing me this, like, you know, on the outside it's like, yeah, I've got my shit together, and like inside it's like going, I can't deal with this anymore. Believe you me, I know how that feels. So we all go through that, so don't worry about that. That's not about being fake. That's just about trying to just deal with everything that we get thrown at us, and that's okay. It's like, you know, we can put on this air, we're doing okay, and that is absolutely fine. Okay, so I feel like, tell me more about where this is going, please, Spirit, for part A's. What's happening past the Lion's Gate, please? I feel it's like I'm really hot. I feel like things are hotting up for you. It's like I feel boiling. It's like from my waist. I'm absolutely sweltering. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Thank you, Magician. Yeah, bottom of the deck. Things balancing out. The Sun, the Magician. Look at all these majors that you've got. More Kings. Okay. Okay, I've got it. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Wheel of Fortune, bottom of the deck again. Okay, so this is really, really interesting. Let's just move these up a little bit. So what was I saying? It's like you were missing your Knight of Cups. And what do we get? The King of Cups. And what they've just said to me is, we're not going to bring you in a knight. We're going to bring you in a king. Because that's what you deserve. You deserve the king. You deserve the divine masculine. You deserve somebody that's willing to make the effort within a connection, within a relationship. And I feel like if you're already with somebody, then there is a change coming in. There is a shift coming in where this connection raises to another level. I mean, we've got the Sun card straight after. I don't know if it came actually after, but I put it straight after the King of Cups, next to the Magician, next to the Three of Pentacles, which for me in this is about working together. This is about teamwork. This is about balancing everything up. I feel like there's been some impatientness about this. Impatientness, I don't know if that's a word, impatience about this, but don't worry, there has been a divine timing. Again, we get the Wheel of Fortune, but in the upright position this time, things balancing out. It needed to take time to balance things out, because I feel like where everything is going to slot into place, it just would have never worked if it had come together any earlier, because there was so much else to do. I feel like in the other aspects of your life, and that's what all these want each of the sign that's coming forth. It's like there were these aspects that have been in your life. So whether it was the job that needs sorted out, or the children that need sorted out, or the house that needs sorted out, it's like these three main things before the love could come in, before the love could ascend, before the love could really start moving and balancing and progressing together. So I feel like there is going to be a big shift within this Lion's Gate for you. And as you move forward and as you really start to progress through and move through the month of August, I feel like you've got a lot of things coming in. I feel like there's more love coming in. I feel like there's more heightened energy. I feel like things are going to start into place, and you are going to start to feel this balance, this power, this heart energy, this cleanliness, thank you, Spirit, of your life. It's like that, it just feels like the people are around you have got your back. They feel the same, they think the same, they believe the same. It's like your tribe has, it felt like it was cleansed, and now I feel like this has changed. I feel like there's new people coming in, there's new experiences coming, things are going to be much, much more uplifted. Keep on doing the same thing, keep on standing in your power, keep on shining your light. Because I feel like you are being guided. It's almost like the Hermit following his light is in the middle of this reading, and I just keep being drawn to the light, and the light was shining in on me when I had this. I feel like the other aspects of your life are almost sorted. I feel like things are in a much better place. If they're not almost sorted, they will start to feel a lot easier, because I feel like this, it's much, much more of a lighter energy as we move through this. It's much more kind of flowing. They are also bringing in the water element for me, which is about reward, fulfilling, like this sense of accomplishment almost that is coming in as things slot into place. So I feel like from September through to the end of year, it's going to be a really nice couple of months for you. It's like, hooray, they say. I feel like things are going in your favor. And if you haven't heard from somebody, if you do have a divine counterpart, they have literally just shown somebody picking up the phone. I know for a lot of people it will be a text communication, but they've just very, very clearly shown me that, sorry, I'm getting cold now, somebody that you haven't heard from for a while is picking up the phone. Now that might just be a small communication, that might not be an awful lot in it if you are separated from your divine counterpart, but there is some sort of conversation, some sort of conversation coming in. So let's just pull a angel message for you, and we will move on to part these. So if you are interested, I am running a Lionsgate meditation on Sunday. It's on the website, thespiritualwarrior.uk. It is at 4 p.m. UK time, depending on wherever you are in the world, but it is recorded. These started off as the cacao ceremony, so you can do cacao. You don't have to, it's entirely up to you. They are an hour and a half sessions. We go into guided meditations, and we're going to be very much in on harnessing in the Lionsgate energy and harnessing the light codes that are coming in at the moment, because this has been coming through quite strongly through my guides. So we're going to be doing some of that. As I said, it is completely recorded, so you can listen to it again if you're not available at that time. So if you want to join me, I do a little card draw at the end, depending on how many people I have. They're normally just little small groups, which are lovely, and yes, so that would be lovely if you join me. So again, you can book that at the website spiritualwarrior.uk. So your guided message is surrender and release. So I feel like everything is working. Bottom of the deck, we've got guardian angel as well. I feel like everything is working out as it's meant to be. Keep shining the light. Keep believing in what you believe in. Keep holding the faith. I feel like your faith has really got you through in a really, really big way. So I hope that helps you. Have a wonderful Lionsgate. And I leave you there with so much love, so much light. And I'll speak to you again soon. Okay, if you picked pile B, what is happening for you within the Lionsgate, then this is your reading. Okay, so we have the Strength card in all of them. I have pulled a few tarot. Okay, ooh. We have begin now, take the first step, self-love, a personal issue reaches resolution, and we have mending. Well, this is really interesting because in this deck, Clean It Up came in pile A, and that has come up in a reading that I have recently done, as is this. It's a lot of repetitive cards that are coming up in the energies around the Lionsgate. I have been channeling what's going on really for the last few months since the 5/5 portal for me. It's been quite interesting because there's been a lot of messages coming in around how important this portal is, and it always is. It's always quite powerful. And as I said earlier, I really struggled yesterday. I feel much better today. I feel like it's past today. I did check out the Schumann resonance yesterday, and it was down, which is really interesting. So whenever it's down or off grid, there's normally a lot of light coming in, and I know this week it has been quite full on because I saw somebody else do a post. So yeah, really interesting. So I feel that I feel that this is very much around the self. I feel like you have really had to have a look at your life in where it's going. I feel like there's been lots of patterns that it's almost like you keep feeling that you're back at the same place and that this is happening. And why is this happening to me? I feel like there's been a lot of purging in the last 6 weeks for you. So I'm sending you a big virtual hug because that is a tough one and quite a long space of time. It's interesting as well because they're bringing me to the 6. I feel like the number of 6 is quite an interesting number for you at the moment. You might be seeing it a lot as well. And the 6 is the Lovers in the Major Arcana. This is all about our choices. It used to be called the Choice card, and it's really about what decision do I take, what path do I take Am I going to leap in and take this new beginning that I've got in front of me? I feel that you have had a real look at yourself. You have had a look at what has happened in your life. And I feel that there's been a lot of mending of the heart. I feel like this purging of the last 6 weeks has been pretty difficult, though I feel like in a lot of ways, as you're coming out the other side of it, there feels a big sense of growth, a big sense of, it's like blossoming. They keep just bringing me to the flowers of this kind. I love this card so much. And this really is standing out for me in, it's like you're shining. You've got to make a decision on where you're going to go and how you're going to change your world, but you're going to change it for the better place. I feel like you have been mending your heart. I feel like you've been mending your world, but I feel that whatever has been difficult, it's almost like you've put it to peace. Which is weird, because it's almost like that's two sayings put together. So it's like, I am at peace with it, or I've put it to bed. But it feels like you've put it, the way they're giving it to me is you've put it to peace. I feel like you had to give yourself closure on whatever happened for you. You know, this is a general collective reading, so only take what resonates. I feel like that is a segment of you. But it does feel like there's been a big shift. It does feel like there has been many things to overcome, and I feel like you've been really busy. It's like you've been running around like a headless chicken, and in a lot of ways keeping busy has helped you kind of get through this tough time, helped you kind of formulate where you want to go. This really feels a lot about a decision of choice. It feels about a decision of path. Are you going to keep going back to the old ways? Are you going to keep getting caught up in this old cycle that doesn't serve you? This may be around somebody else. I know my throat chakra's closing as well. It's not closing. It's you can hear it. It just feels it's a bit of a tough one. Whatever it is that has happened for you, it's been a tough journey, and it's almost like it brings about, oh, interesting, King of Swords, exactly the same position as pile A. Exactly the same position. And again, been getting the King of Swords coming up. And it's interesting though, I was talking about the throat, because the swords are about our communication. They're about the clarity. The swords can be cutting. It can cut a lot out of our life. It can cleanse a lot of our life, which can be really, really difficult as humans. But when things are clear, new things can come in. And I feel that there might be some similar messages in part A, because again, they're giving me culling, which was what I said in part A. Yeah, it feels that it's very much about getting clarity in your world. It's very much about getting rid of the old, and really almost like putting down the battle armor is what I'm getting with this. No need to fight anymore. You don't need to fight the world, fight everything. You don't need to keep protecting yourself from standing back from the lion, standing behind the lion. You know, the lion can be very subtle. The lion can be very soft. The lion just has boundaries, and it knows what it wants. It is the leader, and you lead your own life. You lead from your own self-worth. You let go of anything that's not serving you anymore, all the negative self-talk. You become very clear on how you're going to go about your life and the people that you are going to bring in. Oh my God, we got the Page of Wands, which was in exactly the same place. We had the Magician. Okay, let's see if we get a Queen. Okay, one more card, please, Spirit. What's this again? It just feels like it's been hard. It's been a hard, cold journey. I feel like you have felt very, very alone. but there's warmth coming in. There's warmth coming in a fresh new energy. It's like it's like something comes up out of the blue. It's almost like something unexpected comes in, and I feel like you grab it with both hands. It's like, this is what I've been waiting for. This is what I want to get my teeth into. I've had change. I've had a lot of difficulty. I've had a lot of difficult change, and I've worked on myself. I've had to reassess everything, and I've had to mend my entire life. But I feel like there is happiness coming in. Give me some more of this, please. Our pile bees. Okay, definitely we got the star. Oh my god, there's similarities between this and part A, because where the star is, the sun was, and that sat both underneath the King of Swords. What else for our pile B? Moving past the Lion's Gate, please. What do we have on the other side of Lion's Gate? One more. Okay, there it is. Oh my goodness, the King of Cups. Like, this is freaky. The King of Cups also came in. You've also got the King of Wands. Wow. No Queen though. Okay, again, this is about balance. This is about, there's one element of your life that's missing, because they're giving me the same message. Have a look at part A, because I do feel that there's going to be some messages in there for you. I feel like what you've been working on is your feminine energy, your divine knowing, your wisdom, trying to step in to be the receiver rather than the giver all the time. I feel like there is a big element in your life where you have given, and I feel like that's what's been so painful for you, because it's like when you've received nothing back, it's like you look at all that I've given in my life. Why have I not found anybody that's ever given back to me? It feels like that. It feels like a very, very heavy-heartedness, and it's sort of questioned, you know, is it really worth being a good person? I try and do the right thing, and I feel like I feel like they're saying sort of like kicked in the teeth. I don't mean literally, but that's a very English saying, where you just kind of like get, nothing good goes your way. Again, very similar messages in part A, and I feel that what you had to learn was very much around self-worth and self-love, and I feel that you have done that. And now you need to ground it in. I was trying to see which king was missing. It's like okay. All right, now you just need to believe that this is coming to you. Right, okay, sorry, it just took me a little bit of time to get, I couldn't quite understand what they were saying. I feel like the community, again, very, very similar to part A. And again, look at all these majors that we've got here. I mean, look at these cards. We've got Judgment, we've got the Star, we've got the Magician. You know, 3 really, really good major arcanas with the Strength. So I feel like things are really going your way with the Judgment card. But this is like the second chance. It's like there has been a rebirth. I feel like there has been a real big rebirth of your personal self, in how you show yourself to the world, in how you stand up to the world, in how you are going to go about the world. You are putting down your the burdens of what you've been carrying. It's like, this is me, this is who I am, and if this is my life, then I feel like there's an acceptance here. There is a greater acceptance of what you've been through, where you currently are, and where you're going. And I feel like in that acceptance, there is going to be, and no, they correct me, there is a massive balancing up in your world. It's almost like the 4 corners of your world have just been propped up, and then what is coming in is that keeping this in its solid presence, in this dependability, in that it's not going anywhere. But there is an element that you don't believe that anything that shows itself up, I feel, and if it looks good, I feel that there is an element of you, I feel that is going to go, and that is not going to stick around. And that's almost where I feel like the Ace of Swords is in reverse, when there is almost like it's not a denial, it's a sense of belief, because I feel like the journey has been really quite difficult. And where you give, where you feel like you've done the right thing, over giving, I will hasten to point out, and that has been one of the downfalls, is over giving, trying to fix people, trying to fix them, when actually you're looking in the wrong direction. You need to bring that back to the self. I feel that you have absolutely recognized that, and things are balancing up. You're seeing your work completely differently, and on the back of that, things are going to start changing. I feel like there is a lot of love coming through for you that really is going to give you a lot of joy and a lot of hope moving forward. Again, from September through to the end of the year, it feels like it is looking very good. Lots of mending, lots of healing, lots of growth, lots of expansion, and lots of love coming in. I feel, again, they're just almost like showing me like a pop-up, where it's like the four corners of your world are now standing upright, standing tall, standing strong, standing in their power, and really manifest in the things that you want. Letting go of this inability to believe that good things can come to you, because they can, but you need to take that leap. You need to still keep believing. Everything happens for a reason, and I know that it feels incredibly difficult. There's no judgment here. I have been through stages in my life where I was just like, you gotta be kidding me, you know, more of this. But you know, that's the rise and the fall of our emotional state, and be getting emotional power back, and emotion and mind power and mind strength back. Miracles. Yeah. I because I feel like that's how you're gonna feel. I feel like that's how you're gonna, it's like when this shows up, when this starts changing, because there's not that belief, okay, it'll be here, but it'll only be here for a short time. That's the work that you need to do. So harness in this Lion's Gate with the element of miracles, of what you can manifest in, and what can be brought into you. Just as I said for part A, I am doing a Lion's Gate meditation on Sunday. This is at 4 p.m. UK time. It's going to be Zoom, it's going to be live, it is recorded, so if you can't make that, wherever you are in the world, it is sent to you after. It's a 90-minute, it's just £20, it's very inexpensive, and we go through lots of lead meditations. We're going to be opening up so we can absorb these light codes that are coming in. Also going to be sitting in our manifestation, sitting in where we're drawn. I was kind of like have a rough idea of what I'm going to do, but it can always change on the day. It's a lovely session. It's always lovely to connect with you. You can book this at thespiritualwarrior.co. No, it's thespiritualwarrior.uk. Get my website right. And if you would like a personal reading, all my offerings are there as well. So have a wonderful Lion's Gate. I leave you there with so much love, so much light, and I'll speak to you again soon. So if you picked pile C, here is your reading. Okay, so let's have a look at what we've got for our Lion's Gate energy. Oh, Gates of Triumph, that's a good start. Success expands your life. Goodness me, I've got loads of throat stuff with you guys. Oh, goodness me. It's interesting. I almost feel like I can't, it's like Almost feels like I can't swallow. Interesting that the path is upside down. We've got the path. I'm just going to clear this energy. You're getting very close to achieving your goals. Oh, this is so weird. The Observer. Okay, I'm getting like lots of repetitive cards in this deck, which is Wisdom of the Oracle. Colette Van Reed. I love this deck. All 3 cards in each 3 decks have all come out in a reading that I did recently. Sorry about that. Pile C. My camera just stopped. I don't know why. So I did pull these cards for you. So just to go back. So what I was saying is that I feel like the Ace of Pentacles is really like the center point of your reading. It feels that this is about finances, that this is about work, that this is about you moving forward. I feel like this is a big segment that either work for themselves or been trying to set up something on their own, or there's been a big progression within work, something that you've been trying to achieve, or a new job or a new opportunity coming in. But it feels like it's very much around new beginnings, new tangible beginnings, and it feels financial. So you know, just take this as this resonates. It feels like there's and within that releases a lot of stress. So I feel like things are really shifting and balancing out again. Yeah, they're really bringing me to, you know, receiving money. This really feels very financial for me. What I'm getting, and also because we've got the path and we've got the gate, so it feels like success expanded is in that area. But again, take it as it resonates. I feel that there is an element of coming out of a quieter existence. I don't know whether you've been a little bit hermited. You know, it's almost like you need to kind of sometimes jump in is what they're giving me. Yes, it's good to sort of stand back and good to assess and good to think and take your time, but also sometimes you can overthink things is what they're giving me. So you might be an overthinker. I feel with this Hangman in reverse is slightly different energy today. It feels like it's you know, don't take too long to think about things. You know, go into your heart because you'll be given the answer straight away. I feel like it's your head that makes you start questioning your decision that you need. It's like they're showing me like accounts going over and over and over the figures when you know that they're right. Yeah, really interesting. So the Queen of Wands in reverse, I feel like you've had to fight for what you want. I feel like there's been obstacles to overcome. The Queen of Wands can be a little bit pushy, and I feel like you've had to be a little bit pushy to get what you want. I don't know whether it's in your normal arena of what it is you're going into, but it feels different from the norm is what I'm getting, and you've had to be. And I feel like that pushiness is actually out of your comfort zone, but it's almost like that you've had to do that to get to maneuver this forward, to get this going. They're kind of splitting this segment up, and they're bringing in I'm just going to draw an energy on just what I'm feeling. Okay. More, please. Okay, so they sort of split me off into another area, so it wasn't just work. And I also feel like for some of you this is going to be about a connection, about relationship, because I feel like there was a very much of an in and out energy and things felt very unstable, and I feel that you had to draw things in. I feel like a lot of it was left up in the air where you weren't given closure. I feel like there might have been somebody else involved in this, and this doesn't necessarily mean that this is about an unfaithfulness situation. It could just be that there's another element involved. Could be that there was a work element involved, or child, or something else that had to be attended to. So I feel like that almost I feel like that's almost just like a small segment there. Let me just pull one more card on it. I've not done this in any of the other readings, so it's very okay, yeah. Let me go into the flip card. Don't worry, there's new beginnings coming in. Things are going to show themselves in I feel like what you couldn't, there's something about what you don't understand, there's something about that just didn't make sense, that's going to come to light, and it's all going to kind of slot into place. I feel like there's been a falling out, an argument, whether that's with a loved one or someone that's just dear to your heart, could be a friend connection. Take it as it resonates. It just feels that that's just a small segment of somebody that Alicia, oh my goodness me, I don't know, the one called Alicia is coming in. They don't normally give me names, but anyhow, that was the name that I got given, so take that as that resonates. It doesn't mean that this reading is not for anyone that's not called Alicia. It just means that they're just trying to grab your attention. So let's kind of go back to this. So I do feel that you're much more living in the present. There's not so much more about reminiscing the past. I feel that you've learned from the past, but you're now being guided and really balancing up. Again, I feel like you've been smart on this path for oh my god, okay, so the King of Swords has come up in each one of these readings in more or less the same position. What else have we got for the future of these past the Lion's Gate? Got 2 aces here, Parsley. It's looking good. You know, aces are a gift from the universe. Let's just go one more, please. Yeah. Okay. So I saw the Queen of Swords at the bottom deck and I wasn't going to take it. And they just kept saying to me, take it, it's important. So I do feel like there is a match coming in. Now, if this is about work, of where you're focusing, I feel like there is a match in somebody that will help you and move your work forward, or that there is a partner coming in a business sense. There's somebody that's really going to come in and gel with you and help you and bring you a lot of light. I'm also being drawn to relationships. As I said, if you watch all of these readings, this is the only part where they've sort of split it for me. It's been, and A and B were very, very similar, whereas C, your reading is very different. If this is about a love connection for you, then I feel that things are going to start moving forward. Things are going to start progressing. I feel that you know, there is bright coming in. You are a great match. You know you are a great match. And I feel like there is time apart. I don't feel like you're in communication at the moment. I don't feel like there has been communication for a while. I feel like the masculine energy, take this as this resonates, has been quite quiet, really being drawn to the masculine. Whereas the feminine element of this is really like, I want to come in, I want to talk, I want to communicate and just understand what it is that happened. I feel like there's a big question mark over this for you. And I feel like the masculine is somebody that found this very, very difficult to talk about, that feels, just corrected me, that finds it very difficult to talk about their feelings, whereas because they've never really experienced these feelings before. And I feel that they have been working on this and building up, but I feel that you feel that it's been a very oh my god, I can't say that. A very small amount. Can I say that? Oh my god, I'm gonna say it. A very piss poor amount of energy that you've been giving them. I mean, that's such a UK saying. Sorry, it's just so funny. It's hysterical in the way that they give it to me. It just means a very small, they've been given a very little energy, a very little effort to you. Or piss poor, depending on whatever you would like to translate it in. But I feel that that is changing, because we've got the Ace of Swords here. I mean, you've got 2 aces, you know, gifts from the universe that come from almost like nowhere. You know, both of them coming out of the sky, both of them coming in a clear way, in making things a lot more clearer for you. Whereas I feel that, again, there has had to be a very much like knuckling down, just building on, just observing your own life, actually, is what I'm getting, and moving forward and being very shrewd in the way that you've moved forward. Not cunning, shrewd, clever is what I'm getting. I feel like you've stood on your own, you've listened to your own guidance, and you've been building your own own life and balancing things out in your own life. And you are going to reap what you sow, whether this is financial element or whether this is a love element. Again, it feels that things are really progressing and really, really moving forward. Just telling me just to go one more again with this in moving forward for the rest of the year, please. Okay, so things being very clear to you. Oh my goodness me. Ace of Cups, no more deception coming in. You wanting things to be out in the open. And it's interesting because, you know, the fox for me was not about cunning, it was about clarity. And I'm getting the same energy with this. And I feel that anything that's around love, your self-love, your self-worth, your relationships, 3 aces here for you, pile C. So lots of shifts, lots of new beginnings coming in, but we want, and you want it in a healing way, in a clever way, in what's going on, in a consciousness. Only the consciousness that I'm having in my world now is what I'm feeling. So let's just get a, okay, no, that's just far too many. Just one, please, Spirit, just one. Guidance, please, thank you. Prayers answered. It's really interesting because all the angel guidance have been coming and have been miracles, prayers answered, you know, really very, very positive things. So I feel like as we move past through the Lion's Gate, and as I've said to all the other piles as well, I am running a meditation on the 8th, which is Sunday. There are still places. This is online, it is live, it's a live Zoom. It's 20 sterling, £20, and this is at 4 p.m. UK time. If you can't make this, depending on where you are in the world, then it is recorded. It's a lovely meditation. It changes each time I do it. It started as a cacao ceremony. You can do it with the cacao, depending whether you've got some or not. It's an hour and a half, and we go through guided meditation, we cut cords, we cleanse. Certainly with this one, we're going to be allowing the light codes to come in and really harness that in. So if you want to join me, that would be absolutely lovely. You can book this at thespiritualwarrior.uk, and if you would like a private reading or any of my offerings, again, you can find this at thespiritualwarrior.uk. So my parsees, looks like you've got an interesting rest of the year, so I leave you there with so much love, so much light, and I'll speak to you again soon.